Welcome back to the Cartoon People podcast.
Yeah, we are
Um,
back.
Today we have Blank joining us
Hey,
yet again, and
that
hopefully for the future episodes, like pretty much every episode that he can
yeah.
attend, since Zach decided that he was going to fuck off, I guess, for lack of a better way to say it. Nothing against you, dude. You're great.
He had legitimate reasons.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Lack of communication, but still.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
so who wants to start off?
Um,
We can roll a number, Jen.
I'll go.
Alright.
So-
Of course, you'd want to roll a random generator blank.
I mean, it was either that or a dice.
I mean, I have like 300 dice within
You
like
would roll a
2 meters of
d6
me.
and we would take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6.
A D6? Nah, a D12.
D20.
Okay. No, but that's not even among 3 people.
The 20 is just roll again. Or no, just the void starts.
Yeah, okay. So,
Go ahead.
restrictions in Victoria have eased, which is
Oh,
great.
yeah.
As of tomorrow night, 11:59 p.m. Daylight time, we'll be
Mm.
able to leave our houses without getting a fine.
Shot on sight.
Amazing. I mean, if you
Uh,
want to take it extreme blank, then yes.
if you're being a douchebag, then yes.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you
But-
run outside with one of these motherfuckers, then absolutely you'll get shot on sight.
Fuck yeah, you're gonna get shot on sight.
And for those of you wondering, no, that is not real.
Wait,
Uh,
that's not real?
No.
Yeah, I know. It was just.
Although this one is.
Disclaimer
Well,
that was
technically
not.
they are real
Real.
because they exist in your hand. They're just not the.
no.
They're a spin-off.
Okay,
or
that is
copy.
real is the wrong word. Tangible. They are tangible.
Yes. Even though it's not. Actually, okay. Funny thing is, right? Gel blasters are considered a firearm, but you don't need a license for it.
Yep.
How does that
Tec-
make sense?
Technically, you do,
When
but you don't. It's okay. How it
every
works.
other
they're-
firearm you need a license for.
They're class A.
It
Class
makes
A,
sense.
a lot of them have specific rules that you have to abide by.
Yeah.
So essentially, with gel blasters, you can't go out in public. You have to go.
Well,
It has to be
you
on
can't-
private property.
You can go out in public, but it needs to be covered. Like in a bag. Like
yeah.
I've got a
You can't
duffel
just be
bag
holding
sitting over there, so I'm
can't open carry.
able to take that out in public, but I can't
Yeah.
I can't flash it around.
Yeah,
Essentially.
you can't open carry.
Yeah.
You can use it on private property.
And I
and-
believe at events as well that sanction them.
Yeah, like, and that counts as private property.
Yeah.
Like, as long as it's like,
Well, it's private property in the sense, yeah.
if whoever owns it, or is so, for example,
Who-
someone is renting a public space, and they say, yeah, you can use it, then you can use it, and they have council permission and stuff.
Yeah.
it's weird.
It's a long
That's
process.
putting it lightly. Blank.
Yeah.
That is putting it very lightly.
Yeah, but still.
Firearms are a weird thing, but I'm glad that our system works.
Yeah. And like, okay, thing is, right, is you know how I have a bit of an obsession with knives, right?
Ooh, did you get a new one?
No, I'm just so I've got this, right? So a normal knife, single edged, right? So basically that just means that this side is blunt, this side is sharp. Now, the reason that I bring this up karambit. I want one, but it is classed as a Class M weapon. So, it is illegal everywhere in Australia.
Yeah.
No matter
Honestly,
if
if
you
it's
have a
illegal in New
license
Zealand
or
too.
not. It does not matter. That I am very pissed off that I cannot get a karambit legally. So, yeah. A little bit pissed off.
Oh no.
My KFC is out for delivery, so it should be coming at any minute now.
They're not allowed here either.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, they're not. The ring has a skull crusher, which is illegal in New Zealand.
I do believe that see with a
Oh, I see
karambit,
it. It's that little flick. I mean,
with a karambit, they're not used for cutting. They're used for lack of a better way to say it, ripping and tearing.
yeah.
You can go all doom on me if you want. I don't care. But essentially, they are used to doom. And that is why. I believe that's why they are Class M, because they are quite visceral. Whereas
Mm.
the one that I have and my double edge, which is
By
underneath my
visceral,
mattress.
do you mean clean, as in like it cuts cleaner? Yeah, okay.
And you can cut with a karambit because they are double edged. Well, I believe some of them are. So you've got a karambit, for those of you that don't know, are shaped like that. So they curve the entire thing.
Every CS:GO player would know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And both edges of the blade have a sharp edge. The one on the outside of the curve, so this side, is used for slicing, whereas this side is used to tear into people.
Can I just
Or
do it real
anything,
quick?
really. Mm.
Just think of a banana, the inner curve of the banana, so if you were to bridge it, like try to bridge out of
A
it.
banana that got pissed off. An angry banana,
Yeah.
essentially, is what a
I
karambit is.
really, really want to edit this because there is so
I mean,
much
you
shit
can
you
if
could
you want.
do.
I can OneDrive it to you.
Yeah. I'm just imagining just pulling up all the images and just someone just skipping through this video and then it just sees a banana and goes, "What the fuck? Why is there a banana here?"
Why is there a banana on my screen? God, oh fuck, that can be taken so many different
Yeah.
ways.
It can. Honey, what are you watching? I don't know, but there's a banana on my screen.
Welcome to the Cartoon People, where we make everything dirty as fuck. Jesus Christ.
How do we get from lockdown restrictions to fucking
Bananas on screens.
Banana.
Because I'm here. This is what I do.
Yeah, essentially. You're the comic relief, I guess. You're the comic relief in the comic relief. Jesus Christ. Another thing, right? Blank and I have been playing a lot of Killing Floor 2 recently. Well, not a lot, but we've been playing it.
Yeah.
And I am thoroughly enjoying it.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts on it, Blank?
Well, I really do like Suicidal and Hell on Earth difficulty, but yeah.
Okay, at first, as soon as you said suicidal, I'm like, hang on, what? And then you said difficulty. Oh, okay, cool. I know what he's talking about now. You gotta remember, I'm slightly inebriated.
Yeah. It's a great thing there's no easy mode. too.
Yeah, true.
It means you can force your friends to play hard mode.
I mean, honestly, as soon as like generally I last quite long, right, on hard mode. It's when we get to the boss. Yes, I know, Luke, you decided to take that in that way. We get it.
Oh, he took it that way, did he?
Yeah. But
Okay,
as
yeah,
soon as
continue.
we get up to the boss, I die. Blank, on the other hand, he's just overthinking. And he can't like it's just like that's why we end up dying all the time.
I just overthinking.
Well,
Aye.
that too. Yeah, that and other things. Anyway, we've
I
talked.
mean, I do have the suicidal berserker achievement. I think I only did that with the nail gun and the bat and shield.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
But I got the final hit with the bat and shield on the boss.
Fair enough. So, Luke, anything you've been playing
Yes.
recently?
I've
That
started
you wanna
playing
talk
more
about in
Void
depth?
Train.
Mm.
And originally when I started playing it, I played it by myself, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good game. But it's not
What
good
game
by
was it?
yourself. Void Train. It's available on Epic Games for early access.
Mm.
You can get it on Steam, but you can't play it yet.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
Not gonna be playable till next year on Steam.
Oh, Void Train.
But it
Fair enough.
is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, it's a really good game. By yourself, like you've got to be really into it. Like,
Mm.
yeah. But if you play,
Oh, you go.
if you play with like 2 or more people, it is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
2 people, like it's so much more fluid than if you do it by yourself. I think I was playing it and I got. So essentially, there are depots that you stop at, between areas.
It's like a checkpoint.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, and at those depots, like occasionally something will happen. So at the first one, you get a gun.
Mm.
Second and third, nothing happens. But then the fourth one, another thing happens. So essentially, me and the mate that I played it with, Luca,
Mm.
we played it, and we were literally just grinding out materials as much as we could. So essentially, we got to well past where we should have been at the fourth depot, like before we got to the second one.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
so,
You skip depots.
no, we didn't skip depots. So there's a tech tree essentially. There's
Ah.
research that you do, and at phase 12, you unlock something that unlocks a mission for the fourth depot.
Gotcha.
And by the time that we got to, I think, the second depot, we were already on tech, I think like 22. So at tech, every 12 techs, you get something like big. So for the first one,
Equipment or story big?
equipment, and it progresses story. So like it's mainly you get
So,
equipment.
in a
Yeah.
way, kind of like an MMO, sort of,
I
but
feel like
not
I'm
really.
describing it wrong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
You
say
might be.
MMO because that would be more skill tree, wouldn't it?
Have you guys played Raft?
Yeah, I was looking at
No.
it and I was
Yeah.
thinking, yeah, this looks
Yeah.
like Raft,
Yeah, it's
but
basically
in
Raft, but on a
space.
train in space.
Huh.
Yeah.
I guess that's where the whole void train thing comes into play.
Yeah, pretty much. Uh, yeah, and so essentially the first big tech you unlock is a platform, and at depots you can build platforms, but you can't build it until the fourth one. So we were there looking around each of the second and third depots for like 10 minutes just looking for the place to build it. Then I look on their Discord and they're like frequently asked questions. why can't I build depots? Why can't I build platforms? And it's like, oh yeah, it's story locked, so you need to go to the 4th depot. Like, it doesn't take that long, but if you're just constantly grinding out materials and upgrading the tech tree, like, eventually you run out of room on like a 1 square thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's not really that big of a deal, I think.
No,
But at the
like, it's
same
completely
time,
understand.
it's kind of a pet hate that I have, where
Yeah.
you have to do something in order to progress a story, but that's like the thing that you need to do
Yeah.
isn't until later on in the game.
Yeah.
So I guess with certain things, I guess you could say if you've played Cyberpunk, I guess you could kind of attribute that to Cyberpunk with the like with all the gigs and side missions and all that.
Yeah.
The story with the side missions, well, each individual side mission will have a story to it. So,
Yeah.
you can't progress that until you do something in the main story. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while since I last played Cyberpunk, but essentially what I'm trying to say here is it's just a pet hate that I have where
Yeah.
you have to do one thing in order to progress another, is what I'm trying to
You have
say.
to do
I
A
get it.
before you can
Yeah,
do B.
exactly.
Yeah. Like
Well,
in
you have to do B before you
Yeah.
can do A, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Ugh,
get it.
do you not like that one?
That one's a bit
Quick
of a mind
question.
fuck.
I get it.
It's
Um
Luke, right?
yeah.
Void Train. Did you pay money for it?
Yes. It's not a
You didn't
lot.
get it for free. It's not a
No.
lot. It's $33 here. 34.
Yeah. But it's a fucking awesome game.
I mean, Beam and G is about that price.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Like,
What is
Speaking
that?
of Beam and G, been playing that a lot. Like
What is
Yeah.
Beam
this
and G?
morning, I played like an hour and a half as soon as it installed, and so far I've been thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah.
Essentially, what I like to do in it is do one of the campaigns at the start of the, like when you first boot up the game. You have a selection of campaigns to do. I absolutely love the senseless destruction one. And it is literally what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Senseless destruction.
Yeah. I've seen gameplay and it's fucking
Yeah,
it looks like a good game.
it is
Yeah.
so much fun. It's still in early access, so those of you that are thinking of checking it out, just keep that in mind. It's not the best looking game visually, but got it like just it plays really well. That's what is keeping me in. See, a lot of people like to just play games just because of the way that they look.
BRB.
But yet, as soon as they play the game, they say that they hate it because it's virtually unplayable.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah. It's
Why would you get a game that, in your eyes, is broken?
yeah.
I need to
Like
go and meet my KFC real quick.
yeah. Okay.
So I will be right back. I
Yeah.
guess
Or just
if
like take a cut
Blank is
here.
if
Then
Blank's not listening right now, just cut away this. I'll be back in like 4-ish minutes, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll be right back.
just get back when you get back. Yeah.
So is this where we plug our channels?
No. We're still going. He's just gonna cut the recording.
Yeah, I know, but we could plug our channels right now if we so wanted to.
Yeah, well he's gonna cut this out of the recording anyway.
It does not matter. We can get free plugging if he doesn't cut it
I
out.
mean, like, I am streaming this right now.
Pardon?
I am streaming this. So,
Wait, live?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
we've done for the past couple.
Ah.
Yeah.
What games have you been playing recently, though?
Not many. I've
Other than Void
been
Train, obviously.
only Void Train pretty much. I haven't played anything in a couple of weeks.
Because I can tell you all about my game that I've been playing,
Which game?
being RimWorld,
Oh yeah.
also known as a war crime simulator.
Isn't that like all MMO games or whatever? No, you're not
It's
playing
not
MMO.
online.
It's fuck. Sandbox.
Survival, base
Survival.
builder,
Oh yeah.
sandbox, yeah.
Yeah.
I call it that because of the mods I'm running.
Oh god.
We'll start with what one is the most war crimey, I guess.
Hitler Simulator.
Actually, I do have a gas chamber that I can build.
God damn it.
It is under vanilla expanded, I think. Here it is, gas extraction. Pretty much
Ah.
allows certain gas nodes, depending on your settings, to spawn around the map.
Yep.
You can harvest those gas nodes to get whatever the gas is called. It's just gas, I think. Helixian gas, apparently.
Yep.
And it is poisonous.
Ah.
It is green. And
Ah.
you can spew it out of a vent.
Oh yeah. That is all the signs of healthy gas.
It is. Well, what? Healthy gas is poisonous gas. I mean, yeah, but. But that's only just the beginning. I don't have the torture mod, though.
Ah.
Yes, there is a
Even
torture.
more war crimes.
Yep. I do have medicine plus forked. I'm not sure what the forked is. I don't know. But that has, in the beginning, the medicine basics. It unlocks cyanide.
Wow.
And then there's some drugs, and then there's some more drugs.
Drugs.
There was one that I did spot that was like, huh, yes, It says recommended use on prisoners to keep their loyalty up,
Ah.
or slaves. So
Hmm.
that was interesting. I didn't get any because I don't need it in this playthrough that I'm currently doing.
For
Of course, then there are some other mods that ain't all crimes that I do have, but we'll just gloss over the normalities.
yeah.
One of the more difficult ones that I do have running, yes, you do not like me talking, do you?
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't care. Keep going.
It is the Yayo's Planet.
Oh, what's that?
Can you guess?
It's a planet.
No. I'll give you a clue. It changes the current planet that you're on, temperature-wise.
What was the name?
Yayo's Planet. Yayo's is the creator.
Oh, okay. It makes it unbearably hot or on fire.
Both. Unbearably hot and unbearably cold.
Oh.
I think it goes down to positive 200 and negative 200,
Damn.
depending on what one you get. Currently, in the current playthrough that I am going through, in 4 more days, give or take,
Mm-hmm.
4 to 5, I will have a ice age.
Ah.
And well, I do have 20 heaters now, a geothermic power plant to keep those heaters running, and that's pretty much all my power gone.
Ah. Well,
Because without the heaters, I will die. I've experienced this before in one of my other playthroughs. It gets cold, obviously,
Yeah.
to the point where I think 7 in one room is not enough to keep the room warm.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a little bit extreme, but it is a threat that you'll have to deal with.
Yeah. I,
What other mods do I have
I
currently
reckon you
going?
should get Void Train. Like it is a bit expensive.
I'll
It's a
look.
little
I'll
bit on
wait
the
until it
active.
comes on very
Yeah.
high sale or free, because is it Epic that does the free games?
Pardon?
Is it Epic that does the free games?
Yeah, it is Epic.
Yeah, so it'll come on free eventually.
Maybe. I think it. No, no, it wasn't free. I thought it already had been free, but maybe not. But yeah, like I reckon it's worth the money. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, if it's playable single player, which it is,
yeah,
I'd probably be able to play it for a
yeah,
long time, given how many hours
yeah,
I've spent in RimWorld.
yeah. It's easily playable single player, but it's just more enjoyable.
Many
With
hours.
more people.
Yeah.
Like 2 people, that's good because you're both always busy. 3 people, that's good. 2 always busy. 1 like sometimes. 4 I reckon is too much
Hmm.
because you'll have 3 people that'll be
Now,
busy.
what if we shove 12 on there?
I don't think you can yet.
Yet. Keyword,
Yet.
yet.
Someone will make a mod for it.
Oh, eventually.
Yeah.
That's how RimWorld lives, off of mods.
Yeah. Um.
There was
Yeah.
another game that I was playing. I forgot what it was called.
Um.
I played a few. Noita was one of them, but I don't really play that much.
Yeah.
Have you played Noita?
Don't think so.
Unfortunate.
What's it about?
Um, what was it called? Roguelike, I think it's called. Yeah, roguelike.
Okay. Yeah, definitely not.
Roguelike wizardry with alchemy of some kind, where
Yeah.
you can kind of make your own spells,
Yeah.
and those spells can backfire a lot.
Hmm.
Like, if you create a spell that shoots a fireball and arcs back at you, that fireball is going to hit you.
Oh god, that would fucking suck.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you create a saw, just a saw, and give it a bunch of speed,
Mhm.
it's gonna bounce off the wall and kill you. I'm not joking. This has happened to me. It
Yeah.
bounced off the roof, bounced off the wall, bounced off the floor, and hit me.
Holy shit. That's like, yeah, that
It's
is
free
unlucky as shit.
bounces. It's a bit, you know,
Yeah.
crazy. And certain wands have certain things. So you generally start with like 2 wands or so, and a potion, which you can have 4 potions and 4 wands in your inventory at once.
Yeah.
So you can just switch on the fly. There's also perks, but I'll get into that later. But the wands have individual stats.
Yeah.
So one wand might have a low cast time, meaning it shoots fast, but a high recharge time, which means once you shoot your 3 or 4 spells that was in it, it
Mhm.
no longer can shoot for a short duration until the recharge time has completed.
Yeah.
It means you have a machine gun, but the machine gun is a machine gun and needs to be
Mm.
reloaded.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Um.
Oh yeah, another favorite thing of mine:
Mhm.
electricity and water.
Oh.
I think you know what's gonna happen.
Oh, bad things. That's what.
Oh yeah, the electricity arcs around the water.
Oh god.
It's great for clearing out the water. Not so great for your own life, however. Unless you're immune to electricity.
Then just yeah.
Which then, you're fine.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
die. And it's a good way to survive, yes. What
Yeah.
was it? The other thing is, like, every single pixel is, like, I think, got its own physics or some shit like that.
Really.
On screen.
Yeah.
So if you were to shoot out a certain object, I forgot what it was. Powders flow like a powder. Water flows like water, as you can see, as you can tell.
Mhm.
And then solids generally do not move.
What's this?
Noita.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you wearing your headphones outside?
No.
Oh wait, no. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I put them on top of my PC
Okay.
when they're not in use.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at my I was looking at OBS,
Ah,
but
okay.
OBS, yeah, but my the chat, you know what I mean. It
Yeah.
wasn't. Yeah. Yeah.
I know what you're on about. It's all good.
Yeah.
Most other
Yeah.
people will be completely lost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is
Anyone who
napalm
decides
the
to watch
war
this stream.
crime?
What?
Yes.
Napalms are a war crime? Well shit, add that to the
Napalm.
list.
Napalm is a war crime.
Well, add that to the list.
Think. Yeah. Um.
I thought it was still in use.
I'm pretty sure it's a war crime.
I'm I'm sure it is as well, but I could have I mean,
Yeah. Napalm. Oh wait. Look.
then
Look.
again,
It,
I'm thinking of Cold War. Like, I'm thinking of
yeah.
the
Okay.
Cold
No.
War.
No.
It
No.
was in use back then.
Napalm is legal on the battlefield under international law. However, uh, it's if it is used against civilians, it is a war crime.
There you go.
Yeah.
No fucking shit shooting a civilian.
Unless you're the Air Force, because ding dong incendiary bomb.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Um. Okay. Lockdown restrictions.
Mm.
Melbourne lockdown restrictions are completely easing off soon, so I can now get my hair cut for the first time in almost 6 months.
What's
Congratulations!
your hair look like now?
Absolute shit. I shaved yesterday because that's when I booked in a hairdressing appointment.
Mm.
Um, the hairdressing appointment isn't for like a few weeks, not till the second, because as soon as they allowed
BRB.
booking,
Mm.
it was blocked off for weeks. Like, yeah, it was horrible, and it's gonna be
Jesus.
yeah. Hairdressers are gonna be raking in money for the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
and yeah, you know how I was planning to come up to Queensland
Mm.
in a couple of weeks? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that because um until December 17th, um Victoria is a hotspot.
Mm.
So to go to Queensland, I would need to register to enter Queensland, which they could then reject me to be able to go in. But if they don't reject me, I'd need to quarantine for 14 days when I get in there.
Yeah, that's definitely not
Which,
happening, man.
yeah, because I'm not ready to take 3, like, that end up 5 weeks off work.
Yeah. You see, everyone, this is what happens when people decide to fuck around.
New South Wales.
That too. But also, like, don't get themselves checked before crossing borders.
Yeah, that's what I mean, New
Yeah,
South Wales.
yeah, I,
Yeah.
I, I get that. But, like, just to give context, that's
Yeah,
what that was.
I yeah, but I am planning to come up after Christmas because I think flights will be cheaper after Christmas
Well,
because
they
like
should be, yeah.
yeah, yeah, because I'll plan to come up, I think, start of January, mid-January,
Mm.
because that's when everyone will be leaving leaving from the Christmas holidays, so coming back. But it'll still be school holidays, so it'll still be pretty expensive.
Mm.
Like, yeah. But it'll be cheaper because around Christmas it'll get up to like $300.
Yeah. Is that for a round trip?
That's for, I think, a round trip. No, that's per flight. That's for one flight.
So that's 600 for a round trip.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
that.
yeah, that's if you choose like, ah, that's if you choose the expensive ones.
Yeah.
You can go cheaper. Virgin does do cheaper, but they do stopovers, and I don't want to be caught in a stopover
Well,
because
absolutely not.
yeah, like I'm fine paying a bit extra for to not stop over.
Mm.
But when it's like when I'm paying $300, nah, that's
Yeah.
fucked. Thing is, flights to the Gold Coast and the Sunshine Coast are cheaper than flights to Brisbane. Like
Really?
what the fuck? Yeah, I
It,
think
that
the news.
Sunshine and Gold are further up north from Brisbane, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's much longer distance, but yet somehow
yeah,
it's cheaper?
yeah. It's like I think it was $170 for a mid-price flight
Mm.
to Sunny and Gold Coast. But it was like $400, 300, $400 to go to Brizzy.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
yeah. And thing is, but with flights to um Townsville,
Mm.
it's pretty good because the flights are actually pretty cheap, but you have to leave on a Friday. Fridays are like $90, but every other day is like 120.
Fuck that.
Um, and they don't do flights on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and alternating Mondays and Thursdays. So yeah,
Oh
it's
god.
all alternating. So you've got to plan properly. And because I was like, I don't want to go out for like a full week because that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, they don't do enough flights, so I'd probably end up staying for a week anyway.
I mean, I
Like,
guess oh, wait, then again, I think, judging from what I remember last time we talked about this sort of stuff, about
yeah,
you coming up, you said that you weren't actually able to, study when you're up here, from what I
um,
remember.
I think yeah, I think I can do the theory, but I can't do the practicals. Is probably what I meant.
There you go.
Yeah,
Right.
like
That
half of
clears
my
it up.
course is practical. Yeah,
That actually does
like
clear it up.
yeah, because like I can like anyone can study in this day and age because it's mostly online anyway.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I mean, hell,
um,
like, just to
yeah,
get my Centrelink payments, I study online.
yeah,
Because I am that, like, I have that. Okay. I am extremely anxious all the time, so I have, like, severe
mhm,
anxiety. So I hate leaving the house. Or I guess in this case, caravan, because...
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
So I can either go into Nito employment, or I can study from home. And I much prefer to study from home because I can do it on my own time.
Yeah.
I mean, the course that I'm doing should have taken me like a year to do. It's taken me
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same with me.
So you're going to be homeschooled, sort of.
No.
Or
No,
It's
no.
just
higher education technically.
Yeah.
ah,
It's a certificate 3 that I'm doing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't like doing certificate 3s.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was all they had available at the time of
Yeah.
applying for Centrelink. So, kind of unavoidable there.
Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure I can change it, but I hate going from one course to another. And a decent thing is I can actually have okay, so you know how when you apply for a certain institution, so say TAFE for example, they
Yep.
allow you to apply start of year and mid year.
Yeah.
When you apply mid year, you're just thrust into the course automatically halfway through the fucking course. So you have to catch up to everything. Whereas when you're doing it through an employment service such as Nito, which is where
Yeah.
I'm doing it from, you start from the beginning of the course because it's just you studying. It's not in a classroom.
How my course works is that it's the same, where
Mm,
there's the first half and the second half that start. The first half, that's like everyone that's new to the course or needs to redo everything from the beginning.
gotcha.
And then the second half, people that need to start late or only need to do stuff in the second half.
Mm,
And it's pretty easy because there are people that start late. Actually, they do some of the courses that were available in the first half of the year, in the second half of the year.
mm.
So there's a math subject that that you have to do in the first half to get to the second math subject in the second half. So
Ah,
they
okay.
do this. So they do the first one in the second half, and then the second one next year.
Huh.
Um, yeah, and
So it's essentially what I'm doing,
I
but
think so.
less convoluted. Well, I guess a
Yeah,
little bit more convoluted.
yeah, because this is like a full-fledged like Cert 4 uni program.
Yeah.
Um, and they've got a shit, like, I think almost 100 students. Yeah.
For one course.
Yeah, for one course.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, and most of them are doing master degrees and masters and doctorates, PhDs.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah,
That shit
like
full on.
I'm here, like literally just graduated school, and I'm doing this course with 30s and 40-year-olds that are like, oh yeah, what are you doing for your doctorate thesis? And I'm like, huh? What? Doing
Yeah.
what now?
You're just
You guys
sitting
are
there
doing what?
like,
Huh?
what? Like a
Yeah,
literal slap in the face there. Just,
yeah.
wait a minute, what?
I thought I was here like at the end of 2020, like, oh yeah, it'll be a course full of like people my age. No,
Nah.
there was like 3 people my age. There were a few that looked my age, but they were like early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those sort of people are doing well. Like, for
Oh
people
yeah.
that look
Yeah.
your age, but they're in their 20s, they are doing really well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, why do you keep disappearing?
Me,
Yeah.
because I need to go to the toilet.
Hang on a second. You're telling me that you need to go to the toilet every 10 to 15 minutes?
No.
Right, so then why do you keep disappearing then?
I needed to go to the toilet.
Twice within 15 minutes.
Yes, it's unique.
Righto. Right, anything else that you've been up to recently?
Other than Warcry, Rimworld.
Jesus Christ. Yes.
Uh, other than what have I been doing?
We played Talk
Killing
Drift.
Floor.
Yeah, well we already
Yeah,
talked about Killing Floor.
yeah. I've played a bit of Talk Drift. I stopped farming the ever-living daylights out of it.
Like, how long did that take you?
What? Stopping to farm.
Yes.
When I failed to do the same course 3 times in a row.
Makes sense.
It wasn't even that difficult of a course.
You gotta remember, it is also like a fucking arcade sim as well.
Mm. What else have I been doing? I've been looking at other games.
Oh yeah. What games?
I've just been looking. None of
Name a
them really
few.
stood out. Barotrauma was fun, but it's gonna get an update soon. It's a multiplayer game.
No, I
Like,
gotcha.
you almost have to have it multiplayer in order for it to be fun, else you're just sitting there waiting for an event. It's more like a talking game. It's like
Oh, okay.
like this, but every so often you give out orders like, can you go fix this?
Oh, okay.
And once you get into combat, then it becomes really fun. Because the combat and medic system is... Oh! I will talk about the medic system because I love playing the medic in that game.
You like playing medic in any game?
Yeah, I do. Especially since this one has also deadly poison. Not war crimes.
Great,
Just
the next door
neuro...
neighbor's dog is going off.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Yeah, but people watching will be able to.
Ah. But yeah, there's all sorts of different medications and medications.
Poise medications, okay.
Everything's a medication if you try it hard enough.
My god.
You have the cyanide. It's medication. I actually did
Did you know
inject
that apple seeds have a small amount of cyanide in them?
Yes,
Yeah.
you've said
Yeah.
this before.
That is
I
why I don't eat apples anymore.
I think it takes uh like 30 grams. Oh, I'll look it up. But it's a lot of apple seeds.
Yeah, like
the
it's an extremely tiny amount of cyanide that are in apple seeds. So
Yeah.
those of you that
Yeah.
are worried, don't be.
the
Between
only
150
you
and
should be
several
more worried
pounds.
about me.
Yeah, be worried about
Because
blank.
it's
If he finds out where you live and he is feeling particularly experimental, lock your doors, board up your windows. But even that probably won't stop him if you have a chimney.
this is like some Santa Claus shit.
So
I know when
essentially,
you're good, I know when you're bad, I know when to steal your kidneys now.
to kill a human, you'd need to ingest 60 to 100 grams of apple seeds in a very short time.
I'm gonna say this now, but I think a
And
knife would be easier.
that,
Yes.
in all honesty, you wouldn't even be able to fit that many apple seeds into your mouth to begin with.
Yeah.
How much?
60
60
to
to
100
100.
grams worth of apple seeds. And
They're
apple
pretty
seeds are like
small.
less than 1 gram.
Yeah, but apple seed, like, okay.
I may be able to
Yes,
do it.
they are small. Apple
But there's
seeds are
like
small. But you also got to remember, they do take up space.
Yeah.
So,
all you do is you slap on a funnel in someone's
Oh my
face, and then you just
God.
start pouring.
Let's
Great.
stop talking
Now,
about
now,
committing.
now we've got like every international agency on our asses. Thank you, Blank.
Hi FBI. Hi Interpol. How you
And
doing?
a bonus, if they don't breathe through their nose, they're gonna be suffocating as well.
What okay.
That was a sign for you to shut the fuck up.
How long have we been going for?
We've been going for about 50 minutes. Just
Okay.
over. In fact, we're about to hit 51.
Okay.
I was gonna
Um,
say 15 minutes, man. Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, I mean, the first 10 minutes flew by, and then I had to
Yeah.
wait for my food,
Yeah.
and that was slow as fuck. And then when I was out there, it flew by, and when I came back, it's flown by. So,
Yeah.
like, all within, like, a 20-minute time frame,
Mm,
it's just felt like 5 minutes right now.
yeah.
Like, not even that. I shit you
Mhm.
not. Then again, I have
Yeah.
been eating as well, so I've been doing shit with my hands.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Right.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
anything that you want to leave off on? So, like, a topic. Any topic that you want to bring up before we sign off and just like talk about it for a bit.
All right. Oh, Macca's has some new stuff. They
Mhm.
have the double McSpicy and the McSpicy bacon and cheese
I
and
think I
spicy
saw
pieces as
that.
well.
I
Yeah.
think I've
It
seen
came
that
out today
in.
or yesterday.
Yeah, I think I saw that in YouTube ads because for some
Yeah.
reason Opera GX's fucking inbuilt ad blocker doesn't block every ad. It just blocks the shit that plays before, during, and after videos.
It doesn't.
Actually, I've got it to block those for me.
I can't because what it does, like when I try to do that, it just takes YouTube offline for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing wrong with that.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
have no clue.
I just use a generic ad blocker on Chrome.
I have a
Yeah,
few.
I don't
Not this
use Chrome
basic
anymore.
bitch.
It takes up too much
Apparently,
RAM.
I have like 2 ad blockers, and that's doing it.
Well, that would be why. Because you're using two ad blockers. Because okay,
It,
so
it
with
works
with,
perfectly.
with ad blockers, they use I guess I can't remember the exact name for it, but I'm just gonna call it a roster essentially. So what they do is they have all these different ad sites on a roster, and you can choose to block each individual site from showing you an ad on YouTube or any website.
Mm.
Like
When
traffic junkie.
yeah, exactly. Um, so when you block a certain one, that site may or may not go offline until you unblock it, which is what is going on with Opera GX.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it's one particular site that that I cannot block on any ad blocker at all.
What is it?
I can't remember the ad site, but all I know is that it's a real fucking pain in the ass.
Hmm.
Because I hate looking at fucking ads. Like, don't get me wrong, if there's a particular creator on YouTube or any site for that matter, like Twitch, you can't use an ad blocker to get around.
Yeah.
And
No.
which I get, like I do get it, but at the same time, why would you decide to do like mid-roll ads when people don't like ads?
Hmm.
It's
Like I
if
get like before and after a stream or a
yeah.
video, but during kind of
Like
ruins
okay.
immersion.
If you're if my personal opinion on mid-roll ads is if you have either if you have an extremely low stream delay, then do it when you're like, so say you're gonna take like a minute break,
Yeah.
like you just play a mid-roll ad and then you just go off and do something,
Mm.
or if you've got like a regular stream delay of like 10 seconds, you'll wait until like the stream catches up, play an ad while you're going, and then boom, come back.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like I get that. Like
Yeah.
like I do get where you're coming from with that,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's when
But if it's just like an
they
ad in the middle of
enable
the game.
them without telling their audience. That
they don't-
is what pisses me off.
I mean, they don't have to tell you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of a courtesy thing though, because like I don't get ads, but at the same time, if I did, and I wanted to run a mid-roll, I would tell my audience.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't just do it, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of big streamers, they just do it and they don't tell anyone. Like, it's just like, okay, why are you running a mid-ad if you're not going to tell them that they're running a mid-ad, like a mid-roll ad? Like,
The thing is, like,
what's the point? You're going to lose viewers. Maybe you're going to lose followers.
yeah.
In the worst circumstance, or I guess in the worst circumstances, you lose subscribers, but that's a completely different can of worms that I'm not going to open up.
Yeah.
So, I ask again,
Mm-hmm.
in that case, what is the point in running a mid-roll when you're a big streamer and you're not going to tell anyone?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, that was
sometimes
another thing.
actually mods can actually trigger an ad, I think. If they have certain privileges, they can trigger
I'm
an ad.
aware that they can do that.
Yeah.
But
So
then
sometimes it
in
might-
that case,
yeah.
if mods are gonna do that, then then they should be the ones telling them.
It's a stick move, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just do it while a break happens. Like, I'm gonna go and get a drink. Here, watch this ad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the thing is, pre-roll
that's what
ads-
I'm talking about, Blake. Like,
Yeah.
that is the epitome of what I prefer, right there. Like, what you just said then. I need to go do something, watch an ad, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Like, that's perfectly fine. Yes, people are going to get annoyed, but at the same time, they kind of have
It's
no
understandable.
reason to, you know? Like, you've told them, so why are they getting angry?
Yeah. But yeah, thing is, pre-roll ads are local. So essentially, if someone has pre-roll ads enabled, then when you join the stream, you'll get an ad.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's when, like, I guess it's just mid-roll with both YouTube and with Twitch. That's
Like mid-roll,
what I get pissed off with.
Yeah. On YouTube, it's understandable because it is like their main way of
It's their main
getting
way
revenue.
main way of generating revenue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I do have one other thing I can say.
Yeah.
And may have a mod in Rim already a bad start, I know. And it's only gonna get worse.
Great.
Where I can get big cannons to shoot at little unarmored people who are attacking my base.
I mean, okay, if they're attacking your base, then they are asking for it.
They
But
are.
like I was at, like, as soon, like, just before Luke opened his mouth, I was gonna say, just like, hey, cartoon people, guess what, motherfuckers? You cunts are getting fucked. Goodbye.
But there is a certain amount of fair fight that, respect, honor, and
A certain amount
whatnot.
of je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, a certain amount of whatever you say. Killing them with a 6-pounder shot is directly to their face. Maybe a bit.
That's a little excessive, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not the worst part. It can be automated.
Great.
I don't even need to show up and you'll die.
I think we're getting a bit off track.
It's still talking about games.
Technically, yes.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
we've been going about an hour now.
Yep, an
Yeah.
hour and
Oh,
about
2 minutes.
yeah, an hour and a minute essentially.
if only the
So
6-pounder
I guess
wasn't
that's
the
where
weakest
we're
shot.
gonna. I guess that's where we're gonna leave
today.
off.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed, like, sub if you want to. We're not gonna force you. Although,
This-
do it, please.
And
Thank
don't
you.
forget to take the washing machine on a walk.
No,
It's not this time.
no.
It's a dryer.
No, it's not the dryer.
Trust me. One step
I-
by another house
I
layout
can't
day.
even think of one right now.
He's gonna come up with a new one. Go on, you can do it.
Don't forget
gotta
to
do
eat
it.
your pizza box.
No. Don't forget. No, it's not. Don't forget. Don't give
Is that the
your.
end?
Fuck. Just cut it.